my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Up the middle they go. Kyle. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Chiefs 0. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs at 6-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers. fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Oliver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Oliver. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They run once more with Stevenson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sign of relief, no doubt, on offense, that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Oliver. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Stevenson. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Sliding out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Mahomes now to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a handoff up the middle. Kyle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Kyle. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On second down now, Kyle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, Kyle. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's had himself a game.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
A give for Stevenson running right.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Hill on the return.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.